Hello, everyone. Thank you for watching TripN with Red. I get questions from friends all the time that ask me, how can we afford to do Disney so often without breaking the bank? Well, today I'm going to share some of our helpful tips and tricks on how to do Disney on the cheap. One way that we save a lot of money on a Disney vacation is by taking the Disney Magical Express bus from the Orlando International Airport. You sign up for this service as soon as you book your resort, and they will send you the information pack in the mail that has your luggage tags, your departure times, and even a map of the airport itself. But the great thing about this is it's a free service from Disney, which means no need for a car rental, gas, special insurance for the car rental, no packing a navigator, and best of all, no parking fees at the resorts or parks. Parking fees can add very quickly at Disney, so this can be a huge place to save on your trip. Disney makes it so easy to just show up and have a great time with no worries. It has to be the Orlando International Airport, though. That's the only airport that Disney offers this service from. Obviously, if you plan on wandering to other locations on your trip, this may not be a great option for you, but if you're staying in one of the Disney resorts, I would definitely recommend using the Magical Express service. This option is offered as soon as you book your Disney resort, and if you don't have your airline information available at the time of booking, you can tell them you want this service and call back later with your flight information. Now here's one place that you can really save some major money. Hundreds, if not 1,000 or more, depending on the length of your stay. But if you need to stay on a weekend, you're going to pay a premium. If you can actually stay during the week instead, you're going to save some major money. I put in November 1st to November 4th. That's a Friday to a Monday. And then I told it to go ahead and do low to high. Now, as you see, we're scrolling on down here. Looks like about the lowest thing that pops up immediately is $300 a night for the room. And then it keeps on going up and up and up and up on a weekend. Now, Animal Kingdom Jambo House, that is an amazing resort, but $888 a night. I mean, come on, get real. I don't know about your budget, but that's not in mine. So watch what happens when we actually put in November 4th through November 7th. So now we're going a Monday to a Thursday and tell it to find the resort information so that we can actually see what kind of price range we can get Monday through Thursday. Now look how drastically the prices have changed. You can get an all-star resort room for $113 a night. Now, All-Star is a value resort, so it's generally going to be cheaper anyhow, but depending on the time of year and the day of the week, they can even skyrocket sometimes to a price that there's no way I would pay for an All-Star resort. It's still a decent resort. It's still very family-oriented. They have all the major foods that people are interested in. The foods are good. The rooms are decent. They're incredibly small, but if all you're looking for is a place to lay your head, it's amazing. And $113 a night, come on, that's pretty awesome. So let's go ahead and scroll down here, kind of get an idea of the different prices. You can see it's way less during the week than it was on the weekend. Wow, French Quarter at $235 a night. That's pretty awesome right there. I like that. That's a difficult resort to get because it's a small one. I think French Quarter might be the smallest resort. I love that resort, but $235 a night, pretty awesome. So let's continue to scroll down here. I want to see what Animal Kingdom Jambo House is. Instead of $888 a night, let's see what we would pay. And there it is, $456 a night instead of $888. So if you're staying for several nights, you can save hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars, 1,000 or more, depending on the length of your stay. Definitely put in the due diligence on researching, and if your schedule's flexible, opt for during the week instead of the weekend, simply because the fact that you're going to get your resort way cheaper. You can upscale that resort and go with something that maybe you couldn't have afforded otherwise. So really, really worth the effort. Put in the effort. You can save big when it comes to the rooms at Disney. The biggest place we've found that we can save is the food. Disney occasionally offers free dining plans with resort packages, but we've never been that lucky. The dining plan works for lots of families, but we find we're money ahead just paying for the food we eat and not do a dining plan. If you're really organized about your eating schedule and use up all your food points from the dining plan, or you want to do upscale meals and character dining, the plan is probably a good option for you. One trick we use on a regular at Disney is we like to share meals. So many of the meal portions are so big that we'll not be able to finish them anyway. At the prices Disney charges, you do not want to throw out anything. Sharing meals can save us hundreds of dollars over the course of a vacation. We tend to let our noses decide what we want. Disney does a great job tempting your senses with incredible scents that you can't ignore. I usually go light for breakfast, Greek yogurt and a banana, or sometimes a kid's meal. If you compare the adult Mickey waffle breakfast to the kids, the adult gets strawberries on top, but I can ask to have strawberries on my kids' waffle, and I get snacks and a drink for $3 less than the adult meal. I usually get a small water bottle or milk. I save on the meal, and I don't have to purchase a beverage, so I save there as well. Now let's talk about the not so obvious place to save in the parks. $3.50 plus tax for every bottle of water you purchase. Believe it or not, water is a place that you can really save at Disney. You're out in the sun in the parks for hours at 85 to 100 degrees. You're rushing from one fast pass to another, working up a sweat. You will be going through lots of water. We use my water bottle that I got with my kids' meal and refill it in the fountains throughout the parks. With only 2 of us on an 8-day trip, 3 bottles a day per person times $3.50 comes out to $21 a day, or $168 savings for the 8-day trip, not including tax. Now that's if you're only purchasing a water bottle for our 3 meals a day, and in Florida heat, you know you'll be drinking more than that. You can ask for a glass of water at most quick service dining, and you'll not be charged for a glass of water. If you don't specify, you will get a bottle of water and pay $3.50 each. Also, occasionally, we will see large water containers with sliced fruit inside for additional flavor and color. Water is the easiest place to save major money over the course of a vacation, especially if you have a larger family. Now, we like to try the small sample foods at the Epcot festivals. We'll share the sample plates and on to the next great smell further down the path. Usually by the time we're all the way through World Showcase, we're full and probably not going to bother with a meal. This will save a considerable amount of money over the course of the trip, and we had an amazing time doing it. And last but not least, we save by bringing snacks from home in our luggage. We always pack protein bars, little Ziploc bags of cereal, just some typical snacks that will not weigh us down but fill us up. If you bring your own, you will not be paying $10 to $20 every time you walk past one of the good-smelling food carts. So next time you're planning a trip to Disney, try out these ideas and you just might be surprised how much you can really save and do Disney on the cheap. Thank you for watching.